Okay, so what we're going to be doing during our wind time today is we're going to be creating these fabulous snowy owls. All right, so it's actually a fairly simple drawing, and just like with anything else we do, if you want to change it or if you want to add your own personal creativity and flair to it, please do it. I can't wait to see what you guys do to this. Let me walk you guys through the basic steps. As you guys can see, we're going to have this really great snowy owl on top of a tree stump. And you guys can quite literally add and change up anything you would like to, just as I keep saying. So you guys can see this is a tall drawing, so we want to go tall or portrait with our piece of paper. I'm going to draw in Sharpie, but I want you guys to make sure you're drawing in pencil, because if you do get a good idea, that way you can go back and you can change it and you can make it look like something you will be proud of. All right, so the first step we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating the stump or the hunk of wood that your owl is going to be sitting on. So we're going to start out with a straight line, and we're going to draw a little bit of a snow drift right on top. Okay, so next we can have this kind of turn into a tree stump and go down. And over here I want to do something a little different. I might want to add a little bit of a, I don't know, a twig or a branch or something kind of coming off. Okay, and to make it look more like wood or bark, we should add some sort of a texture, just some wavy lines, dotted and irregular lines. If you want, you could put a hole in there and you can have some sort of mini baby owl sticking out the side if you'd like to. All right, so our owls, we're going to start out by creating the owl's feet. So we're going to do 2 bumps over here, 2 bumps over here. We're going to do 2 mini ones inside, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and now to make it look as if the owl is kind of clutching or holding onto the side, we're going to do some V's from the inside. So it's important that you guys can see these V's are going to get colored in black. You don't have to do that until later on, maybe when you guys start to add your color or do your tracing. Okay, so next we just start with the body. And I'm going to start on the left side here, and I'm going to almost make an upside down U, but I'm going to stop right around here. We want to use this space here to give our owl a wing and a tail. So let's do that. Let's add their wings. So we're going to start from over here, and we're going to do kind of like a sideways U, but one side's going to be even longer. Almost like half of a heart. And up here we can kind of start doing some feathers like that. And we should give it a cute little tail that comes down and maybe past the tree stump a little bit. And then our next part is we have to give him the other wing, but that's going to be behind. So we're only going to do another mini half heart there. So a few little tiny details. Owls are known for their eyes, so we're going to give this guy here some really big owly eyes. And this eye might go behind the wing a little bit. That's okay. So I'm going to do like a half moon on each side. I'm going to do a white part of the eye right around here. And I'm going to color this part in all black. Remember, you guys can color this stuff in later on, or you can do it in pencil. It all depends on what sort of supplies you have available. So if you're at school, you guys can draw in pencil, and you can always go back and work on it later. All right, and if you guys can see mine, I use a little bit of color around the outer ring here of the eye. Next, we have to give him a beak. So we're going to do a V and kind of an N. And he could use a couple more feathers over here. Let's give him some more fluffs and feathers. And another around his chest there. And these owls, they tend to have kind of like black spots. I know a snowy owl is trying to camouflage and hide in the snow, but they tend to have some spots. I'll put some on this one too. I got some space. Okay, so now we have this beautiful owl. Now, when I went to go color mine, I wanted my white owl to stand out of the background, all right? So I made sure I chose kind of a night sky color. I thought this purple was great, but you guys can choose whatever you'd like to choose. And for my shading, I used a little bit of blue to kind of put a bit of shading around where the snow is. And then I found another cool color to use and shade around my owl. For the tree stump here, I used a whole bunch of different kinds of browns, dark, light, a little bit of green because I wanted to look like there was some moss on there. We can do this together, but I wanted you guys to see what it could look like when you're finished. All right, folks, I can't wait to see it. And remember, when you finish, post it on Seesaw. I love seeing your finished work. All right, bye-bye.